and millions of people swear by it. It's a huge community, and a lot of people are saying that they gain all these powers, all this clarity of mind and physical strength and endurance and all this stuff. It almost makes it sound like a superpower or something. But here's the crazy thing. There's no research to back it up. There's no research that actually supports that there's clear benefit to NoFap. So what is going on here, and what is the truth about it? And can it be helpful if there is no data? Well, that's what I want to discuss in this video. I want to discuss the anecdotals and also why I think it doesn't really matter that there is no scientific data, because at the end of the day, whatever makes you happy is what matters. So I decided to actually ask ChatGPT, can it find research or evidence online that supports NoFap? And here's what it said. Hey Chat.
Hey there. What's up? How can I help today?
Can you search the internet for research that supports the benefits of NoFap?
So here's the scoop. I did a quick search, and it turns out there's not a lot of solid scientific evidence that directly supports the benefits of NoFap. Most of the sources I found, like Healthline and Medical News Today, say that while some people do report feeling improvements like more focus or better self-control, there aren't really rigorous studies that confirm these specific benefits. So it's more anecdotal at this point. If you need any more details or want to dive deeper, just let me know.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. But what do you say about the theory that I have, that the reason why there's not much research is because there's no money in it? There's no big corporation that would benefit from funding NoFap research. So maybe that's why there is not much research done on the topic.
Yeah, I think you're definitely onto something with that theory. It's a pretty common situation in research in general. If there's no clear financial incentive or big industry backing, certain topics just don't get as much funding or attention. So it's definitely possible that NoFap isn't really on the radar of any big organizations that would bankroll a bunch of studies. It doesn't mean the experiences people have are invalid or anything. It just means that the rigorous scientific backing hasn't caught up yet. So yeah, your idea makes sense. It's kind of a follow the money situation.
Yeah, thanks. Right, so there you have it. As you can see, if you search the internet, you can't really find scientific research to support it. But I also asked ChatGPT about my theory that maybe it has to do with the fact that we're not talking about the tobacco industry or oil industry or big pharma. So there is no product to be sold. So there's no point in funding a bunch of research supporting it. So that means to me that if there's not a lot of research, then perhaps if there was more research and better research, we would see more benefit in that or not. And that gets us to the point again that I do not think it matters. The reason why I was able to quit pornography was because I got this idea that you can actually live your life as a man without having to obsess over sexuality and without having to give yourself into lust and without having to, that you can basically live your life in monk mode, so to speak. Even though I always say NoFap might not be the thing for you. The reason I say that is that it can be harmful for some people who obsess over it, because then they feel like they're a total failure, even though they are just normal human beings, and they fail the NoFap because NoFap is actually not a very natural state to be in. So I say these two different things at the same time, kind of. So you might think I'm contradicting myself, but that's not the point. That's not what I'm trying to do. Was it beneficial for me? I think so. But was it also harmful for me? Yes. Those two things can be true at the same time. But now to get back to the main point of this video, I genuinely do not think it matters that there is no scientific data. Because if you have somebody who says that their life feels better, they can focus better, they are not wasting their time and energy on the lusting after images of girls online or something, then clearly it has benefit. You don't need science. You don't need someone to do a goddamn research on what makes you happy. It's the same with running and lifting weights. I've never done running or lifting weights because it's healthy. I've always done it because it makes me feel good. So the scientific research doesn't really matter in this case. If NoFap makes you feel good, you should do NoFap. If it makes you feel like shit, you should reconsider. And there's a lot of people who feel like shit about it, who feel like it's all they think about. And I was that person also. That's why I don't necessarily recommend it, even though it changed enough in my life. It changed my perspective and my experience. Do note, though, that I never experienced any physical improvements, any physical effects. I never found any benefit other than you are able to focus better. Because when you don't fap and you don't think about it and you don't do it, you're focusing on other things and you're not distracted. So that's the actual benefit that I found. But that's just like, it's not because the practice of NoFap is somehow magical. It's literally just because you do less distracting things in your life. It's kind of like deep work. If you do deep work, you're going to have benefits of working better and harder because you're focusing on your work and you're not doing other shit. That's how it felt like to me, to be honest, but no physical benefit whatsoever. I've always been running and lifting weights the same, no matter whether I'm sexually active or not. There's never been any difference. So for all the people who obsess over NoFap and all they do is count the goddamn days, you shouldn't count the days all the time. You can count the days sometimes. I think it's fine to decide that, hey, now I'm gonna count the days. But then after you relapse a few times, I think you should stop counting for a while and just focus on other things, because that's the biggest thing I would tell everyone who's trying to quit porn or do the NoFap. The biggest thing I say is you need to focus on everything or anything else than that. You need to change your life. You need to pick up a new hobby or start a YouTube channel and obsess over the YouTube channel, or start working out if you haven't before, or start writing a book or something. Like, there's something you gotta do. You gotta replace it somehow. You can even play video games or watch anime or something, in my opinion. If that takes away the time, the empty time of boredom and anxiety that actually cause you to relapse. I think that's the most important thing. Anyway, that was a lot of rambling with no direction and structure. I'm sorry about that, but I hope you got something out of this. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What do you think? Do you agree that it doesn't matter that there's no scientific evidence? What do you think about my theory that maybe it's just not funded enough? Maybe if there was more research, we could have more results. Because I do think there's some research that shows that your testosterone goes up a little bit after you abstain for like a week, and then it goes down again whether you do something or not. I heard about that at some point. So I think there could be more research done on this, and I wish there was. And what's your experience with NoFap? Do you think it's been good for you or bad for you? Do you think people who do that are crazy cultists? Because I've heard that also, some people think that the Fapstronauts or whatever they are called are just part of a cult. Anyway, if you watched this video this far, I thank you with my whole heart, because this video doesn't feel very cohesive and good or anything like that. And consider giving this video a like. And obviously, if you subscribe to the channel, that's a massive thing, but I don't expect you to be honest. I don't feel very good about this video, but whatever. If you watched this far, you're fucking awesome, dude, because your time is so valuable. So thank you for giving me your time. Thank you. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.